Well, Season 9 has finally come to a close, and that means that we are now going to be taking a look at all the damage diecasts that featured in Season number 9. There are 9 of them, and you can see the first one here on screen, Martin Truex Jr. and his Daytona 500 Crash diecast early back in 2024 when the season started. And as you can see, the hood comes off, and of course not only did the hood come off, but also did the wheels on the front end as well. This is a really fun crash to make. Blowovers over top of an entire field of cars. We'll go take a look at the left side here. You know, not too many scrapes up there. Same for the back end of the car until you get to the right rear quarter panel where he hit the catch fence on the back side here. And then the left side of the car, or the right side of the car, has a lot of scrapes as well, same as the roof of the car. And we'll give you a closer look at the hood here as well. This was a fun crash to make. I really enjoyed making this damage diecast as well. So that's the Martin Truex Jr. diecast, the first one of the season. You know, I always get asked if I was ever going to sell these or give them away at any point, and I probably will later on down the line. But a lot of these I do like to keep for just kind of memorabilia for, you know, what I've done in my creative ventures here with Miscraft Cups here. You know, 9 seasons in, I've got a whole bunch of them, and you can see that through the other videos in this series that I have done with all the damage diecast reviews. And you know, they get crazier and crazier as they go. Honestly, there's always one that has some sort of dismemberment when it comes to the damage on the car. But yeah, that's Martin Truex Jr.'s car, and we'll head on to the next one. But first, a word from our sponsor for today's video. Once again, have I teamed up with the best of the best when it comes to comfort and style and clothing? This is COOFANDY. I'm showing off this vest and a pair of pants and even one of the best sweaters I've ever worn. It's important to be cozy and comfortable while you're working and editing on videos like these, so go pick up yourself one of these sweaters. They're warm, they're comfortable, and my goodness, it's one of the coziest things I've ever worn in my life. And since the season has just begun, go and check out their fall selections to get these wonderful hoodies and all the colors that you might want. Same with their suits, jackets, and vests, and pants. All to your liking, everything you want, they've got it right for you in the fall section, so be sure to go check out that at COOFANDY.com as well. And for all my racing fans, remember that JGR and COOFANDY have teamed up with Christopher Bell's racing team to bring you a collection and Christopher Bell's picks on the COOFANDY.com website. Be sure to go and check out those sites as well, all in the links in the description below. Use the code M25 at checkout at COOFANDY.com. Next up is Joey Logano's Auto Trader Ford. This was featured in race number 3 on the season at the Los Angeles Raceway, created by MMCS. The Miscraft Cup Series went to that track this season for the first time, and Joey Logano did not have a very fortunate race, to say the least. Alright, taking a look at the right side of the car here. You see a lot of damage here, especially with the right rear tire, especially on the front side as well. Not too much going on the back side, nor on the left side of the car. Just a couple of scrapes here and there. Most of the damage is going to be on the nose of the car. That's where he nosed into the wall. A lot of that right there on that right front. Definitely a lot of damage. Let's see if I can get you a little bit closer view here. Ooh, look at that. Look at that damage right there. Yeah, this one, you know, I didn't do too much with it when it came down to the end of it. But all you need sometimes is a little bit of artistic hyperbole with a little bit of black right there, just to show that the damage really was more severe. It has a little bit more character to it as well, you know. Next up, we move on to Brad Keselowski in race number 4 at the Phoenix Raceway. He crashed in his Castrol number 6 machine. I'm showing you the butt end of the car first to try to let you take it all in, because this is where it's all at right here. He slammed into the wall with the left rear quarter panel, and you could see that it was Phoenix Raceway he hit the walls of, because it's blue back there. And I love doing this. I love adding the color of the wall to the backside, or really wherever the car's hit. So I really love the detail on the backside of this car. A little bit of diffuser damage there as well. Super, super cool. I really like the way that this diecast turned out. A little bit of blue scrapage there on the side from where he skidded along the wall. Some nose damage here. And then a little bit of a tire scrub on the right side of the car there, where the tire blew out. Once contact was made back here, and then a little bit of a donut here. Donut probably could have been a little bit better, but other than that, I think this car turned out really, really nice. There you go. See a little bit of blue there on the Goodyear on the left front tire as well, all the way back down the back side. All the Goodyear rubbed off the left rear, and there it is. Look at that booty. How about that? Woo! Next up is Chris Buescher's number 17, crashed from the Bristol Night Race in race number 5 on the season. And you see the main highlight of the damage is right here on the left front of the car. A lot of damage right here, including a little flap that you can take off of the car here. Well, something that I was experimenting with when it came down to this crash was having some of the damage actually flare with the stop motion, which I thought was really cool. So I used a little bit of sticky putty here. There you go. You can kind of see that little light grayish sort of putty right there. It's kind of like a little clay. And so I was able to stick this piece on the car and have it animate a little bit. And so I thought that was a really cool addition to this crash. We'll take a look down the left side of the car here. A little bit of scuffs and damage here. And then not too much going on here on the back side of the race car. Just some scrubs here and there. And the left side's pretty clean as well. A lot of this damage came from when Chase Elliott slammed into Chris Buescher on the left front of the race car. And then all that oil, if you remember, pours down into turn number 1. I really love the way that this crash looked and turned out in the end with the oil and everything. Alright, next up is William Byron's number 24 Valvoline Chevrolet that crashed in the West Wave race in season number 9. That was race number 7 directly after Bristol. He, along with Daniel Suarez, hit the tire barriers at the end of the sand trap at the Fisherman's Hook and slammed hard on the left front of the car. And you can see a lot of damage there to the left side. On both the front and rear of the car. You see a lot back there as well. Byron got tagged by Suarez, who missed the chicane. And they both went pirouetting into the sand trap. And you see just so much damage there on the left side of the car. I love the way that it turned out. Definitely nothing weird happened with the paint schemes in this crash. None at all. So don't ever go looking for that. You see a lot of problems here with the left front of the car bent out to Neverland, really. You see here the left side of the car, or the right side of the car, not too much going on down here. Just some scrapes and bumps every now and again. But once you get to the rear of the car, it all just kind of transitions into chaos when it comes down to the left side. And there it all is. That's about all you got to see for William Byron's car right there. I really like the way the crash turned out, other than the weird paint scheme swappage that I completely missed. But other than that, I really like the way that the car turned out here, and it's super, super cool. So let me know in the comments, guys, what your favorite damage diecast from this season is, because this one is one of my favorites. I just love the way the left rear quarter panel is blowing out in this car. It's super, super cool. Well, this one's a fun one. It's me. I crashed and died at the Talladega Superspeedway. This was the last race before the chase, and this number 74 Swedish Fish Toyota Camry is absolutely destroyed. We're going to take off the hood here, start with that. I hit the wall, and my nose completely tore off the race car, and you see right here where it just got ripped off. You got the hood flaps here on the hood of the car as well, and so that was a really cool addition to this crash. First time I've ever done that. And it is also the first time I've ever damaged a custom diecast. So sorry, Blake. You know him as MMCS. He made me this race car, and I feel bad for tearing it up. But, you know, he gave me permission to do it. And here we are with a really cool looking damaged diecast. How to get one for myself, you know, in my own series, right? You know, you just kind of have to do that. So, you can see the roof flap here on the top. Only one of them is up right now. I think the other one fell off. I don't know where it went, but it's somewhere around. Not too much damage other than just the nose of the race car. Nothing else really happened. Didn't get hit. Didn't blow out any tires or anything. So that's about it here. And you can notice that some of the cars do have this banner and some don't. Every single one of these cars, I'm pretty sure, did have the banner in the crash version, but I took the banners off and put them on another car for the next race, I think. There is my damaged diecast from Talladega. Pretty cool. The third to last car for this video is Kyle Busch's Lenovo number 8 machine, raced in the chase for the Miscraft Cup Series. This was at the Miscraft Racing Complex when they raced the road course. Unfortunate for Kyle Busch, he did not pit, and the rain got him sideways, and he spun and slammed the wall with the right rear, or the left rear quarter panel. I cannot tell my lefts from rights today. That is insane. But this is basically where the only damage on the car is on the left side. You know, this is probably one of the weaker damage diecasts of the season. Not saying that it's not good. It's just that there's not a lot of damage going on here. As you can see on the front side of the car, not really much, just some scuffs here. And on the right side, you have some stuff here on the left rear. Geez. On the right side, there's not too much going on here on the quarter panel. There's just some scrapes here and there. But then it all comes in here on the bumper. Tough luck for Kyle Busch. He didn't really have that great of a chase for the Miscraft Cup, but I can assure you he will be back with a vengeance in season number 10. Hopefully, he doesn't have any damaged diecast next season, because he might have one of the highest counts, actually, of damaged cars in this series. I actually need to tally that up and see who has the most, but Kyle Busch might be up there, honestly, now that I think about it. Alright, second to last one for this video is Chris Buescher's Castrol Edge Ford Mustang. And as you can see here, I got the roof flaps up here on this one as well. Used some electrical tape for this one. And poor Chris Buescher, he's the only one to have 2 damaged diecasts this season. And as you can probably tell, with the yellow stripes on the side, it's from the Las Vegas race this season, where he blew out his left rear tire, and he climbed over it, and then almost blew over, heading into turn 3, and slammed the wall on the left side. So, a lot of damage here on the left side of the race car, and once again, same with the Brad Keselowski crash. Adding in that yellow, or the highlights from the wall of the track that you wrecked on, really just adds to the character of the car, and a little bit more storytelling as well. And you can see this blowout right here is just absolutely insane. All that damage, even buckled the rear window there as well, and the C-post as well. So a lot of damage here on the back side of the race car. The crash I thought was one of the best of the season as well. Just kind of came out of nowhere, you know? Just one of those crashes that kind of catches you off guard, and I loved how it turned out. And we'll go and take a look at the right side of the car. Some scuffs here from hitting the wall beforehand, and same here on the back side as well. A little bit of race damage there. Not too much going on here on the front side of the car, because all of it's really concentrated to the left side. And the rear end, you can see I do have the banner still on this one, so yeah, that's a little bit different compared to most of the damaged cars in this video. Man, I just love the way that the left side of this car turned out. Super, super cool. Final car of the video is Josh Berry's Sunny D Ford Mustang. Finally got the dark horse going here for the damaged diecasts. And this was his Darlington crash last of the season. If you haven't seen Darlington yet, go watch it. I kind of spoiled it for you already with this crash right here, but anyways, for the damaged diecast itself here, he got turned by Carson Hocevar, and you can see how he backed up into the wall and got hit by Chris Buescher as well. I think it was Buescher. Was it Buescher again? But anyways, most of the damage is concentrated to the rear end of the car. The rear window is broken on this one as well, so a couple of really nasty left rear hits here. And the front of the car here is pretty much pristine. You know, nothing too crazy going on. Once again, I have the banner on, but it was the last race of the season, so I didn't really have any reason to take it back off. And then there's a donut right above the Sunny D jug. Rest in peace to the Sunny D machine. A little bit of scuff there over the fender on the right rear tire as well. And then there you have it, another look at the rear end of the car. And that is Josh Berry's damaged diecast. Super, super cool. You know, if I went back and looked at this, I probably might have added some red for the Darlington wall. Either way, this was a super, super cool crash. I really love the way that the physics turned out in this one. And I really like the way that the damaged diecast turned out as well. Last one of the season, and I think it turned out pretty good. Tough luck for the Sunny D car, but it's all in the name of art. Well, folks, there you have it. That is all 9 of the NASCAR Miscraft Cup Series Season number 9 Damaged Diecast. Thank you all for watching this video and for watching the entire season. If there's any races you missed, you want to go see what happened to these race cars, please go watch the full context and all the videos that they were in. And I assure you, you're going to love Season 9 if you haven't seen it already. Go ahead and take a look at it. And yeah, I'm super excited to do more for Season number 10. I'm really looking forward to it. I had a lot of fun with Season 9. I know it was spread out quite a bit, but in the end, I had a lot of fun, and looking at these in the end kind of makes me a little bit happy to kind of see where I've also come with making damaged diecast. I think they all turned out really, really nice, and I'm super excited to get down into Season 10 and see what else I can manage. So, and I'm super excited to see y'all in Season number 10 and all the videos coming up on the channel. Until then, I'll see you next time.